formative sideboard plan, but I think I want to pivot over to my Scales Brew. Also still an early draft. I had the 3 mana like 1/1 that it taps it's also a scales effect and taps for mana equal to its power. Wasn't that good, so now I'm trying Bloated Contaminator instead. Let me get the deck real quick. I thought I had rented it, I guess not. But you know, Innkeeper's Talent's a card I've been really wanting to play with. It's one that I would probably have played with more in Modern had Wrath of Skies not been so popular at the time of this card's printing. But there's like a pretty cool shell here with Ozolith, Bristly Bill. Mossborn Hydra is a sick card that I also haven't got to play with yet from Foundations. 3 mana, 1/1 trample, enters with a counter. Whenever a land enters, you double the number of counters on the creature. So that card goes really crazy with the Ozolith. And then like what's cool about this, like just like the card quality on your +1 counter cards is really high. You have Paul Patch Recruit, Innkeeper's Talent, Bristly Bill, Sentinel of the Nameless City. Snakeskin Veil is already like a really main deckable card, and you get the extra counter on it too. And then you have your Scales effects and your Ozolith, and also, in theory, a level 4 Innkeeper's Talent too. Bushwhack is also really cool. It's like a kind of hybrid, like MDFC land / fight card. Pretty big deal. Now this is a beautiful hand. On the play too. Oh, I should also say, I started off of a Ash Lizzle list here. Let me pull up that deck. She was playing like a mono green Stompy. She was also playing Bill and the Hydra. I've kind of just transitioned that into this more counter focused build. So shout out her. All right, let's go. I played against her with it on my Genesis deck. Yeah, how's the Genesis Wave deck been doing? Maybe we could play another league of that today, because we played like one league with our food Genesis Wave deck, and it was sick. And then we just moved on. So I might want to do a little circle back. Oh, also the Ozolith cycles, which is pretty big deal. All right, they Citadel on white. And then they missed their land drop. Okay, I'm going to cast the Ozolith. This is only as a sorcery, right? We can't respond to the landfall trigger here, unfortunately. Attack you for 5. I think we have lethal if we draw. Oh, we have the Bushwhack for the land. I don't think I saw that, Tom. I don't think I've seen any like tagged or like tweets at me on Blue Sky. I don't know how that works. So this is Doom's build. That's Goldvein Hydra. Goldvein Hydra seems just kind of bad. Not sure. All right, double my counters up to 15. So like double to 7 plus 1 from the Ozolith. I guess I leave the elf back to cycle my other Ozolith in case they do have a removal spell like a Get Lost. No. All right, no Snakeskin Veil this time. I didn't even know Spike's being 13.77 hours this year. Okay, that explains. So Dingo streamed over 2,000. That's crazy. Yeah, maybe I could look at my own recap and see what the actual number is. Okay, I was gonna go. I guess I have plenty of map tokens. We'll play the Contaminator instead of the Sentinel here. Rebuilding. Alright, they have another removal spell here. Make a token. Draw a card. Caretaker's Talent is so good. It's cool to see this mono white tokens deck pop up. I think it's pretty cool. Graveyard this Llanowar Elves. I think I'll Graveyard Snakeskin Veil as well. It's not a card that exactly performs. I do think I just want to get in as much damage as possible, so I'm just gonna Ozolith activate here, save this map token for next turn. Do you think Thirsting Roots might be better than Bushwhack? We don't have Sunfall. No, the removal spell is really important. I also like 1 mana Proliferate is just almost never worth it, I would imagine. Oh, I forgot to proliferate the poison counter, sorry. Probably not gonna matter that much. Alright, see if they have a lay down arms. No lay down arms, so I might be able to get this big enough to trample over and kill them. This only puts counters on non-humans that entered this turn, unfortunately. I'm going to save it for my landfall trigger, potentially. Another Sentinel seems maybe good enough to keep on top. I'm going to have here 16 power trample. So my opponent's going to have to put this in front of it for sure. And then block. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I guess I know I'm going to want to probably activate the ruins next turn, so maybe I do play it. I was shocked you actually read some YouTube comments. Okay, so I do read YouTube comments. I don't ever read YouTube comments for like the normal leagues, like the VOD stuff that's put up. But whenever I make my own YouTube video, I do read most of the comments. I don't like them though, because I don't like to log into my Aspiring Spec account on my phone. I don't want to switch accounts just to like your comments. I do read them on my personal account, but my editor does log in and likes the comments on the Aspiring Spec account. So if you get your comment liked, it's probably not for me, unfortunately. Okay, so we're up a game here. I think I want the Planeswalkers here. They have a lot of spot removal. Extra Veil could be good. I think we're going to trim our Bloated Contaminator and an Ozolith, probably. Let's do that. But I do read them. This is Naya version. Let's take a look. Oh, the Genesis Wave deck. Take a brew, add bindings and beans. Let's go, brother. Surprised it's only 3 bindings. Looks cool. I probably want to keep the red build for now. Or the non-white splash for now, but looks cool. You already like the comment? Yeah, I mean, I saw all those, though, so I'm sure I also read it. Okay, well, let's keep, I think. No consideration for a big, dumb clay champion in this deck. Well, I don't know what that card does. I can read it, I suppose. Okay, that's a great draw. Alright, 4 mana 2/2 with X. Kicker. Enters with 3 counters on it for each green spin to cast it. As it enters, choose up to 2 target creatures you control for each white to put a counter on each of them. I don't know, that card seems awful. Just big dumb boy. I've laid down my arms, I guess. Would love to draw a Snakeskin Veil. I would take another creature. I probably have to jam the Hydra if I don't draw anything next turn. Jeff with the 3 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, I think I'm still playing the Hydra. I could have gone land build, then level the talent, and then this would have had Ward 1, which is interesting. But I feel like I can also just present lethal next turn, so there's a chance. But yeah, maybe my opponent just plays talent and they die. So that's good. Okay, so we're gonna go Bristly Bill. Play a land. At least I'm pretty sure this is lethal. It's got to be close at the very least. Okay, so one counter here, double up to 6. Another counter here. Attack. Crack the fetch. Another counter, then double. So I guess it's only going to be... it's only going to be 16. I could bushwhack the rabbit token so they can't copy it and draw into a removal spell. Maybe I should have already bushwhacked. I think that's a good enough reason. It's kind of narrow. But that might have been the reason why they didn't chump, is that they want to draw into a removal spell here. Going pretty well. Thanks again, Jeff, for the 3 months. Hopefully this is not a tank. Wrath the God, or Day of Judgment. All right. They're eating their carrot cake here. Draws a card. They need land plus get lost now because of the Ward 1 situation. Nice. We could have made a gigantic Hydra next turn, like 60-something power. I think Image 1 came out right before Throne of Eldraine. Those two sets came out neck and neck, though. I can't remember which came out first, but... No, Fable Passage has never seen any modern play. Of course not, right? not in the fetchland format. But yeah, it did come out first. Okay, we're on the draw against a Multi-5. Basic Island. Okay, main phase, stun counter my elf. So a lot of options here. I can go Paw Patch Recruit plus Bushwhack for a land. I can play Bristly Bill. I can play Innkeeper's Talent. I think I want to be able to go potentially Mossborn plus land next turn, or Bill into land into talent. Have I been enjoying Standard so far? Do I feel limited in terms of brewing? No. Yes, I enjoy Standard. No, I have been. I feel like the brews are coming pretty well. We 4-1 with our first brew today. It was an Invasion of Alara deck, and then we have immediately pivoted to like mono green, +1 counter Stompy. You can look at the box field to see all the brews we've been playing. There's a lot of good stuff. I've been having a good time. Why didn't they do that in upkeep? I mean, I could theoretically tap this for mana in my upkeep, right? Like Archdruid's Charm. Yeah, let's go Bill plus Innkeeper's Talent here. So they cut down the recruit, so I get to put a counter on my Llanowar Elf. I think the Bill is so valuable that... Oh, I should put a counter on the Bill, though, so I could block the Drowner. Not give them a free 2 damage. Do you have a way to donate subs to ask for a brew or anything like that? Not anymore, no. We have a channel point deck option. For a long time we had donation decks, and we phased those out because they were just not good for the health of the stream. And then we also had donation deck techs, and those were also not good for the health of the stream. So we have some channel point options, but no, nothing else. I'm just going to go up a Veil, down a Contaminator. Could play some Paw Patch formations. Could be okay. Let's just trade this on the draw. Oh yeah, it takes it out of cut down range. Good point. Cauldron is my like main graveyard hate of choice. I have a split of like Ooze and Cauldron for graveyard hate. Yeah, not that complicated. Obviously, a lot of synergies in this deck with it. Probably gonna keep this. Okay, opponent is on the play. Plenty of action in this hand. I guess I'm okay trading this for any of their 2-mana flash creatures. Interesting. So maybe they are going to Kaito me here. No Kaito. So if the double removal spell, they probably kill the recruit first, because now if they kill the Hydra, I get 2 counters on my Paw Patch. Paw Patch so crazy in this deck. No cut downs, good news. Attacking me for 4. Any enduring curiosities? Nope. 4 cards in their hand now. So they go for the throat my Hydra. I get 2 counters on my Paw Patch recruit. Now I have a Snakeskin Veil up to protect my second Mossborn Hydra. Fable Passage, double the 2 counters up to 5. So it doubles and then gives an extra counter from the Ozolith. Not going to crack my Fabled Passage while my opponent is has mana up, of course. Got 28 at Columbus with Mono Green Stompy. Paw Patch's MVP. Yeah, what was your build like? Opponent probably pretty dead here. I guess they could have double removal spell. Interesting. So now we have, in response to this, a 23-23. No longer has trample, though. But we can use our bushwhack here to fight. To reestablish trample. Which should get the job done. Nice. Okay. Very fast 2040. You know, 2 weeks ago, I had not played Standard at all. And now we 4-1 with our Invasion of Alara build, and we're starting off 2-0 with our Ozolith build. Feeling pretty good. I guess we could... Sorry about the clanging. Effectively double tap win with the Bushwhack. Let's just mulligan. Okay, but it's also to multi-6. Yeah, I think if we killed our own Beanstalk, the game was pretty winnable. There's also like a lot that went wrong that last game. Like my first hits off the first Atali were really bad, and then my opponent also like played around push pull really well. My opponent says, "Wow, is Modern that bad?" Yes. Might be good actually to have to wait it on this like to Offspring on turn 3. I'm not really sure. Guess I should have kept second Ozolith. A Gruul Timmy deck. I hate Calamity of the Peaks, I think. Just play 4 Vaultborn Tyrant, I think, and you'll be pretty happy. Not the biggest fan of this card either. I don't know. I think like this like builds like this, I've seen a good amount of like these Gruul Smuggler Surprise decks, but to me they look a lot worse than like the mono green build that plays Kona to cheat stuff and play, or like the Golgari build I played yesterday. So I'm just not the most interested in them, honestly. Well, see if they have to go for the throat. Come on, opponent, just cast it. Like, what are you doing here? Just cast it. I guess I could play out like an elf. It's fine. Okay. Mosswood Dread Knight. Interesting that they have chosen to cast that. When they could have just cast it for a card. I think we're going to fight here. Oh, no! Ugh. Sorry. Skipped a step there. Yeah, Modern Gamer. Yeah, that's game one. Just forgot to make it a 4/4 first. Now I know why they cast it. They were baiting me there. Yeah, if I break up my draw, we'll just go to game two. Yeah. Sorry about that. All right, I do think I want the Planeswalkers in this matchup. I feel like you can put them on the back foot and then slam one of these. I think the Contaminators are kind of bloated here. I think I'm going to play the fourth Snakeskin over the Jitte also. It would be weird if they banned Gigantha Modern but not Pioneer. I mean, it would be weird, yeah. I haven't played Pioneer in over a year, so I have nothing to say. Oh yeah, Bill is kind of a modern card. I don't know, I just mentally it was already a 4/4. Oh, I did say Snakeskin over Jitte. I think I dragged the Jitte out and then dragged it back in on accident. Good catch. Pioneer Masters is out today. That's good. Wait, so is Pioneer... So Explorer is dead and Pioneer is now the format on Arena? No, Explorer is still a thing? Oh my gosh. Wait, okay, wait, so it's still called Explorer? Okay. I think I have to keep this. Technically a lot of tap lands, but a lot of tap lands and a Nissa. I can go turn 2 Elf plus Bushwhack. I thought once he said they would change the name. I mean, I don't know. Cut down. I think we play Sentinel before a Hydra here. But no, yeah, Bushwhack is just very versatile. Has 2 modes, very versatile. All right. Gonna hold up removal spell? No, they're getting in. So kind of an interesting spot. I could hold up the Veil or I could crack the map. I think I just want to crack the map to hit my lands. Yeah, it's bad against cut down, but the thing is I just have second Hydra. Glissa. This is always so scary. So good against these kind of decks. Don't have a ton of game against it. Besides just like one-shotting them with a Hydra next turn, I guess. Which we might get to do. Kind of bluffing that I have the Veil because I didn't activate the Ozolith. Single Swamp plus the Vraska. I don't think the Vraska combo is good at all. Just seems pretty dopey. All right, another Death Toucher. So yeah, we are just kind of setting up for the one-shot next turn, it seems. Hoping to draw land and double the counters on the Mossborn Hydra. And twice. All right, well. Can't Snakeskin Veil Blood out. I'm going to concede. 2-1. Restart a lookout into something like Portal to Phyrexia. Where we're just like, the idea is we're just going to spend 9 mana on a Portal to Phyrexia. I don't know if that's something you can really... I wasn't aware that was something a person could do. You know what I mean? All right, analyzing the pollen. It's probably Teamer Otters. Any update on the Is It Enigma Jewel deck? Also, why not Gruul? These are 2 different questions, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I last night I was trying to do the Simic Boombox deck, not Is It. So you go loop Boombox with Conduit of Worlds. Deck seems quite bad. Surprise, surprise. In my experience playing free start and standard, the lands you can get aren't powerful enough. I think an actual payoff lands would be good. Yeah, I was thinking what you could do is get um Fountain Port plus Sunken Citadel. Like if you could get that going, could that be like a powerful enough engine for the Lookout? Maybe, maybe not. Not sure if this is right. It doesn't feel that incorrect, at least. Ghost Vacuum is a good crime enabler. Yeah, that's where we started with this conversation. Yeah, when we started with the free starter Lookout deck, we were talking about gates also. Gates are just quite bad, you know. Just like super unplayable. I did find some new tech for it with that 4-mana enchantment from Big Score. Search the library for 5 lands with different names, but one of them to play randomly on your instep. Still gates. Like, why? Even with Spelunking, it's like just a million tap lands is so bad. All right, no attacks. Oslo's just so good with the Paw Patch recruits here. I think I want to jam this. Just get one of these big enough to get in. The next turn I can start jitaying too. They have a town. If they have a town, they should do it in combat, right? Oh, they're bouncing my Ozlith. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So I guess we're not attacking again. Yeah, the artifact, the Enigma Jewel deck just sucks, I think. Like, I built a Simic version last night. And maybe the Simic build is bad, but I've had a blue-red build that was bad. I just, like... I don't know. It's just not a good archetype, I think. I think it's just underpowered and fragile and slow. Unfortunately, despite there being, like, a lot of cool stuff. There's something there with Lumra, Head Shredder, Analyst. Yeah, maybe. That's what we had, and... You're right, it does seem like there could be something there. Oh, they are playing Tarnation Vista. Well, they're discarding it because it's awful. I do think... Okay, so... I remember I tried to build around this card with Ley Lines. Has anyone tried to just play all Ley Lines and Tarnation Vista, and then boom, bang, you get to like tap for 5 mana turn 2? It probably just never ever works. Because you have to have this, another land, a bunch of Ley Lines. So I guess I put a counter here, and I put a counter here. Oh, right, I can't, sorry. Both have to go on the other one. For some reason, I thought the other one would let me put a counter on this one. Not the case. All right, take 4. They got 2 cards in their hand. Leylands can be bargained. Yeah. Interesting that they just fetched an island main phase like that. Alright, get a counter on Argite. Play Sentinel, pass the turn. Kerberos Tidmans will go back. Standard won't know what hit them when Spike breaks it. We'll see. I do like that Golgari Reanimator deck a lot. I think that one's pretty good. Lara deck seemed fine. That's pretty scary. They do only have 2 cards in their hand, but they have the Storm Chaser's talents that they can keep leveling. Okay, now it seems like I should go cast the Ozlith. Experiments with Fauna Shaman. Format has a huge mix of effects attached to creatures. Yeah, I mean, Fauna Shaman Tyvar is kind of something, I think. So it looks like they have a... Torch the Tower. But don't I just get to put a counter on my Paul Patch Recruit in response? They do get to scry 1. Now my plan was to untap a land post Ozlith so that I would be able to go Mossborn Hydra plus Evolving Wilds with the Ozlith in play. They put a card on the bottom. Instead, I think I'm just going to activate the Ozlith on my Paul Patch Recruit, and then if they want to block with both Otter tokens on the Recruit, that's going to be okay with me. Okay, so instead they go down to 5. Are they playing Doppelgang combo? No, they can loop Stormchaser's Talent with this talent big enough for the two of us, and Enduring Vitality, and the Jeskai Ascendancy Otter. So it's like it's a lot of stuff to assemble, but they seem like they can assemble it pretty often. A lot of this stuff is pretty resilient, like they're just enchantments, you know. Yeah, I also kind of figured they would at least block with this. We 3-2'd with the Alara deck. We lost a really close match playing for the 4-1. Was winnable, I think. Okay. So they don't have their untapper. But these all of these 1/1s can tap for mana. So they can bring back, they can level this to 2. And then they can bring back a town, which is usually the card they bring back. And then they could like bounce my Paul Patch Recruit, I guess. So they're gonna bounce the Stormchaser's Talent and what, my Sentinel, or probably has to be the Recruit, right? Yeah, it has to be the Recruit. So we get to put two, they're just dead, aren't they? I just make the Vitality unable to block with Jitte. Dude, Lost Jitte is better than Uma's Lost Jitte in every format, it seems. Don't yell at me. Yeah, just you can't block. No Solitude in this format. Well, that was easy. I play like 1 ooze. I take it you're enjoying Stair. Yeah, I'm having a good time. It's been a nice change of pace, and I don't think I'm going to stay here super long, but I'm having a good time. I might be too low on creatures boarding like this, but yeah, let's actually bring in extra ooze over 4th Ozolith. Love Lost Jitte, Mono White Restoration build a few months ago in Modern. Yeah, I like Lost Jitte. Been a good change of pace. I'm definitely like I feel kind of in the zone too, where I'm just able to like bring a couple cool things every day and have a good time with it. All right, let's give this one a go. Put it to the middle to 6. Have any of my standard brews inspired new modern brews? No, I just like haven't really been thinking about modern at all. Outside of the video I made last night, it's just like there's just not really any point to thinking about it because the whole format is in theory going to be different on Monday, right? And I've mostly been focusing also on cards that I've tried in Modern or I've wanted to try in Modern that just like aren't super optimal or whatever. Which has been a good time too. Jitte tapping Citadel and Saga was dope. Jitte also commits crimes. Could untap like your Citadel for Fountain Port in the crimes deck maybe. Okay, they reveal Roaring Furnace / Steaming Sauna. I think I'm going to go ahead and lead on Ozzy here. Is it going to be different on Monday? There's a ban announcement on Monday, so in theory it will be. In practice, I don't know. I'm not a time traveler, and I don't work for Wizards. We'll just get this up to 6/6 here. Do they even know? Yeah, like there's just a reasonable chance like They have not made a decision too. Getting taken to Pound Town. Oh, I'm ready for the 24-hour twin stream. I won't do it immediately. I'll need like a little bit of time to prepare for it, but I can do it. I'll do it the same week, I think, if it happens. Do I need to kill the Storm Chaser's talents? I think that's what we'll do here. Tana's just such a feels bad. Dude, it's crazy how this is just one of the best cards in the format. I haven't like killed this too much. Oh, wait, should I? Can you respond to the level of this? I think the trigger still goes on the stack, right? You spend the mana, the trigger goes on the stack. I don't think I can respond to you spending the mana and then kill it before it becomes level 2. Or can you? You can? Okay, well, that's interesting. Now I've seen this twice. Why his town isn't big enough so good? It just does. It's so versatile, and it's like a good 2-mana way to trigger up the beanstalk. It can be like card advantage by bouncing stuff for value. It can be protection by bouncing your stuff in response to a removal spell. It can be interaction for your opponent's stuff. You can loop it with that 1-mana enchantment. Just kind of does everything. All right, let's go to game 3. I kind of want to try actually a copy of the Ozolith here. There's just gonna be creatures in the yard, and you can break up their graveyard a little bit, not only for the 1-mana class, but also for Analyze the Pollen. So we have a land and a Llanowar Elf. These kind of hands are usually difficult to mulligan. We don't have a second land. I think against the Torch to Tower deck, you should mulligan and then consider keeping a little bit more seriously against decks without Torch to the Tower. Okay, let's keep this one. I think I'm going to put back the Ooze. I'm unclear on that. To clarify, level up beyond the stack. When it levels, it'll trigger, so you can deny the rebuy. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is what I was asking. I think I actually want to Offspring here. Just make it to where any interaction they have is going to come at a pretty serious drawback now. Would Rayleigh Brawler be too bad in this deck? I can give it a read. Do you think you'll manage to break standard? Maybe. I think if it'll happen with a bean deck. Yeah, this card is too expensive. I don't think I just really would play any 5-drop. So my Alpha's dead. Need a land to cast my 3s now. Well, did not get that. Get in for 6. Okay, so they torch the tower my token. Or my non-token, so now I have a 5/5. But they can maybe bounce it with the town. They're getting their scry going too. Well, not much to do. Level this up. I think I'll go ahead and put a counter on the recruit here so that we're a bit more resilient to another torch to the tower. The ward one, it's just kind of nice, of course. Okay, so there's a Thundertrap Trainer. Revealing another Roaring Furnace. So they can cast that and kill my smaller Paw Patch Recruit, but that comes at the cost of my original becoming a 7/7. And they'd have to tap all of their creatures or play a land to pay for ward. Not gonna block here, I think. So they search for a library, a land with Bushwhack. So are they gonna cast Roaring Furnace and pay for ward? Does it even work anymore? Because they have 4 cards in their hand down to 3. I guess, yeah, still down to 2. I think this works out pretty okay. I think they're dead if I draw a fetch land, if I draw a Evolving Wilds or Fabled Passage. It's fun that Magic Online auto does these triggers for you when there's only one target. Yeah, because if I draw a they have to tap this Enduring Vitality to pay for ward. And then I can go bill 2 more counters, then 1 more counter from the talent. That's 10 minus 2, they're dead. So we have 6 outs to kill them. Oh, and they just concede instead of paying for ward. Great. Okay, so we did not get our 4-1.
What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike.
Alright, so I guess we put back second Bushwhack. I've not played the Domain matchup with this build. Probably not a very good one, right? It's kind of Domain's role, the mana base, or in the metagame, to be good against decks like this. Alright, they play a Seachrome Coast after some deliberation. And a Siren. Right on time, Llanowar Elves. Welcome to the hand. Lazy bastard. A little bit too much of this in standard. Just 1 minute tank on your turn. I guess it happens in modern too. Maybe it's just a magic thing. Bristly Bills. I didn't know Bristly Bill was $40. Yeah, but all those big score cards are really expensive. Which is a problem because they're all really good in standard, or a huge chunk of them are. Alright, they decide to play their Bunny Corn. Second Ozolith, not a great draw. Wait, Bill isn't a good big score card? I guess. I mean, that whole set was very confusing, I suppose. Assumed it was. Alright, no good blocks for me. I think I'm just taking 10. Okay, I really need to get this Sentinel to be a have 1 extra point of toughness. I think we could just do that with the Ozolith here. And pass back. I'll play a lot more Magic if there's a fast mode. Me too. Whoa, Dusk Rose Reliquary. I've not seen anybody play this card. Huh. Well, that card seems great. I don't know. I can't really pick your poison in it because they have too many like clue tokens and stuff too. I do want the Paw Patch formations. I guess the pick your poisons I could also just hit their Sheltered by Ghost too. I do want the Veils. I think they're going to have probably like 6 to 8 removal spells. Yeah, let's try something like this. I don't know if I want Monstrous Emergence or not. I think I'm okay to do that and trim some of the 2 mana enchantments. Let's try this. I think I'm going to play another Genesis Wave League after this. Oh, I forgot to replace the Fog of Wars for the 1/3 life gain card. We'll do that, I guess. I don't think I can bring myself to click the mulligan button here. It might be correct though. I think on the play you keep and hope for the best. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and Bushwhack so that I can go Hydra into Fetchland next turn. Yeah, my entire opinion on Passage changed immediately. No, I'm still a fan. Okay, so now I cannot do that anymore. Okay, but I can go Bushwhack into Recruit. They also have Glass Casket, so they presumably the Thorn and Sheltered by Ghosts. if not more somehow. Okay, so play a Hydra, play a Fable Passage. I'm not going to crack this very aggressively now that I have second Hydra. But there's like a pretty reasonable chance my opponent tries to remove this. I need a Snakeskin Veil. If they do target a removal spell, I want to respond to the Hydra trigger by putting the counter on it, so I get to double those counters. This Bunnicorn's getting pretty big too. Escape Tunnel is strictly better Evolving Wilds. Oh, wow. I mean, I copied an Ashless where she was also playing Evolving Wilds. I did forget that there was a strictly better one. The 2-mana red artifact that deals 2 and makes 3/3 golems has been good for aggro. Seems okay. I played a little bit with that card. I don't think it's amazing. It's okay. Okay, so they do have this one. So they're going to target the Hydra, presumably. We want this trigger to resolve. Oh, right, sorry. For some reason, I just keep forgetting that it's the other creature. Okay, so in response to this, we'll put a counter with Snakeskin Veil, and we'll double up to 6 counters and protect from the Dusk Rose Reliquary. Another fetch land would make this Hydra 24 power. We don't draw land, we'll dig for 1 with the Sentinel, I guess. They do attack with the Bunnicorn. A regular land. So if I play this regular land, this is 12 power. 12 plus 3 is 15. If I put a counter on this Mossborn Hydra with Sentinel of the Nameless City, it's 14 plus 3. Not quite good enough, but could also get a fetch land off this still. Let's go! Nice! Strictly worse than Escape Tunnel, but getting the job done. Let's go, dude. Alright, game 3, play for the 4-1. Let's get it done. No Modern Y. There's a ban list announcement a week from yesterday, and the format has kind of devolved in a pretty unfun way. So just been playing Standard for the last couple weeks. Going to get returned to Modern next Monday. Kind of the first time I've done this in a long time, but just have not been enjoying the format as much. Again, optimistic things get better next week. I guess drawing Bristly Bill, I'm going to go Talent plus Paw Patch Recruit. I was thinking I wanted to Offspring the Paw Patch Recruit this turn, but now I want to go Bill, Fabled Passage, Snakeskin Veil up, and then potentially just go like really big on Paw Patch Recruit, like double the counters with Bristly Bill. Yeah, I don't think this changes my plan here. Next turn I'll have 6 counters on it that I can double to 12. Maybe 1 more if I get to Snakeskin Veil. It's been going well so far, Panda. I've been having a lot of fun. I think we're going to 4-1 here with this Scales Brew and play the Genesis Wave deck next. I need to count if I need to Veil for lethal or not. Although if they tap out, I guess I probably just should Veil. No, I'll count. We'll not be too lazy. This is only 11 damage. We'll take 11 down to 4. And then if I go Snakeskin Veil, I have 5 counters. 2 more from Bill, Innkeeper's Talent. So that's 7. Double with Bill up to 14. 14 plus 2 is 16. And they can absorb 3 of it. So this looks like we have a found lethal here. I need to wait to activate Bill until after the Innkeeper's Talent trigger resolves. Am I feeling any of the product fatigue I'm feeling? No, but also like I don't engage with very much Magic product. Like I only engage with cards that are legal in standard and modern, you know? So like for me it's very digestible. I engage 0 with Secret Layers, I engage 0 with Commander product. And for me I feel like it's a very digestible amount. Okay. Oh, this is the Guildgate card I was talking about, Omen Path Journey. I don't know. I don't think I'll probably actually get around to it, but it'd be kind of fun to go on a journey. All right. Let's play some of the Genesis Wave deck.